Howdy YouTube and welcome back to another Sunday Surprise, and as you can see, I am your president. I'm not going to sleep on you much like the last one, no. We are in fact going to be playing the prologue of I Am President here today. So, without further ado, let's crack on with this one. Let's hit next game, new game even. Let's crack on with it. So, you're a lawyer! It's official! You celebrate the graduation with your mother, who's been paying your tuition fee for years. This is a nice restaurant, and you can already smell your dinner. A light scent of mushroom soup fills the air. Personally, would have preferred to have taken the chicken soup. Just saying, maybe if they had chicken soup, would have preferred it. Congratulations, my boy, says your mom. Yes, she sounds like that exactly. Deeply touched. Okay. You hold a diploma in your hands. There are several things written on this piece of paper. I would hope so. It'd be weird if it was a blank piece of paper. Some posh nonsense, Harvard sentences, and your whole future. You don't want it. Don't want the future or don't want the diploma? Because it seems a bit silly just to throw the diploma. Anyway. Yet you feel sick saying so. Mom, I have something to tell you. Thank you, I guess. Sure, we'll go with thank you, I guess. Mom starts to nervously fold a tissue. Her fingers are quivering. It makes you angry and sad at the same time. What's wrong, sir? She finally asks, I am not going to be a lawyer. I am going to be El Presidente. She stays silent for a moment, obviously shocked. Why? I want to change the world. Make an impact. Decide. So, a year later, you make your first decision and become a party member. But of which party? There's the real question. It's your birthday and your mother hasn't called you yet. Wine is nasty. That is a lie. Anyway, politicians around you keep babbling. Your wife is standing by your side. Honey, can we go home? She says. You do not sense a question mark. I'm networking. I can't. Not this again. This is my job, remember? My job. This. Anyway, she looks at you with resentment in her eyes. I am tired of you, she says. So am I, you reply instinctively. This is the last time you agree with each other. You are now divorced. Well, that was a quick jump. Okay, so 10 years later in Baltimore, Maryland. Time drags as if it was dripping from a broken tap. You become a prominent politician and yet you are staring in the mirror wondering what went wrong, chewing on your own words. You are about to change the world. Apparently, you've changed yourself first. You cut your hair, you buy yourself a new car. Typical politician thing would be to do the bottom one. We're going to cut our hair though. And just after that, you make a decision. You will run for El Presidente. You are a president. See? It's that easy. You just decide to run for president, and you become president. You know? Be Kanye West. Which clearly didn't work out. Anyway, it's official. Your mother calls you soon after the inauguration. You haven't heard from her in years. I'm sorry, she says. Now you're president. She says with a tremble in her voice, congratulations, my boy. Don't be, mother. Thank you. Thank you, mama. Right. You press the phone to your ear so hard that it gets sweaty, but your mother hangs up apparently, unable to utter a word. That is your last conversation before she passes away. So, 2 years ago, Washington, D.C. You're making a lot of difficult choices. Impacting the world, the highlights of your presidency is preventing the terrorist attack and saving hundreds of lives, establishing a new law supporting single... will prevent the terrorist attack. People congratulate you, but you are not satisfied, not yet. You want to be remembered as the most persistent, the most righteous president. You know what? No, we're going to be the most persistent. Righteous would be fine, but let's be the most persistent. We're going to get our own way no matter how stupid it is. So, there is so much more to be done. 4 years pass by so quickly. You are tired, but crave for more. You simply know that this cannot be the end. You decide to run for re-election. Okay, so we skipped our first presidency term. Okay, that's fine. This is still your story, and you have to keep going. New year, new start. Let's get on with it. We should know what we're doing, considering we've already had one term. Dear Mr. President, first of all, I want to wish you a happy new year. Secondly, I am leaving this card here to Sorry, but this handwriting is terrible. They could have at least typed it up. Anyway, here to remind you about the urgent matters in regard to this year's election. You have been careful when it comes to making choices, and yet the most crucial aspect is our rating system. You must make sure that we win the second term. Do I though? I've had my time as president. Anyway, I will keep my fingers on the pulse and send people to remind you about all of this stuff when the right time comes. It's almost midnight as I'm writing this, so you will probably see this message on January the 1st. Well, see you at work in the new, hopefully better year, Vice President Klaus. Okay, so we've got statistics to work with. These statistics reflect the overall condition of the United States and are indicated by different pictures. Don't need to read what each one means. We've got a good grasp of these. Military, Diplo, yep. Economics, of course, industry, politics, and security, social. Right, society. Anyway, news. Catch up on the latest in-game news. World news. I like how it has to point out it's in-game news, not actual news. Just as a point. Anyway. Hopes consumed by fire on New Year's Eve in Oklahoma. It's only Oklahoma. We'll be fine without Oklahoma mailbox. Got nothing in our mailbox, which is a little bit weird. That's suspicious. Have we been infiltrated? Ah, yes. Dialogues. Time to talk. But be careful. Your decisions. Gotcha. So, decisions can either be good or bad. Also, love these swaying cardboard cutouts of people. 309 days to election. Happy New Year, Mr. El Presidente. How are you doing? Absolutely awful. Yes. We need to get down to work, though. I have just read the exact... Happy New Year to you, too. Start off on a good foot, you know? Thank you, sir. I honestly hope it will be good. Anyways, to cut to the chase, this year is essential, so I thought that we should prepare a plan. What kind of plan? Yes, the re-election, and this... Maybe don't go with that one. Are you talking about the presidential campaign, my friend? Exactly. It's been going on for some time, but now we really need to focus on the most important parts. Alright, so what do our experts say about this? I am pretty sure of who I am and what I am capable. I'll decide for myself. New year and so much work already. You know what do our experts say? I want an expert opinion and then we can go from there. So, you know how it is, sir, depending on which expert you ask, but the answer you are looking for is hidden within our ratings. I am keeping track of them. Okay, I see. What will happen if we fail? I think I know what will happen if we fail. Okay, so what are these hot button issues our people are so interested in? I want to know the issues you people are interested in. So, well, one issue that's been gaining traction in is the question of climate change, both in the context of US and the entire world. ... Secondly, more and more Americans seem to be personally interested in traditional administrative issues. I'm talking everything from immigration control to inflation and taxation. Not that surprising considering what we went through in 2008. Okay, the game's decided to take its own political stance. Don't particularly like that in games, regardless of whether I agree or disagree with their political stance. Lastly, the eternal question of our role as a military superpower. People are getting anxious about the status quo, as world peace seems somewhat less attainable. Indeed. Oh wow, that's a lot to process. I see. Then I've made up my mind. Yes, let's hear it. Okay, so we get to pick between the three, which one I'm going to focus on. I'd like my administration to focus on climate change. I think we need to fine-tune our tracking and flow of goods and services. If we want to remain a safe and stable country, we need to modernise our approach to warfare. Take them out nice and early. So, oh sorry, that's an excellent way to put it, sir. I'm sure that as long as we put forward a clear message and demonstrate some degree of success, we're going to... Okay, this is going to backfire, isn't it? Typical American approach. We'll focus on the military, we'll start a campaign, it'll stall, our ratings will drop, then we'll have to focus on something else. It's okay. I already know how this is going to go. So, cool. Since that's said, I'll leave me be. How... No. Cool. Cool, bro. Cool, bro. See ya. Oh, come on. They could have at least put a back on the cowboy cutout, you know? Anyways. Seriously, we're just gonna have one meeting for the day? Is that it? That's our first day in office? Just one meeting? Well, let's read a little bit of news, shall we? We already know about this fire, but what does it say? For most Americans, a New Year's Eve is a day of celebration parties and hope for a better future. Yet, every year starts with someone's hope consumed by fire, ignited by carelessness. There were 203 fire accidents reported in Oklahoma City and its closest area, and 107 of them resulting in complete destruction of the residential building, says OKC Fire Chief Robert Petrel. Great last name. Anyway, fireworks are dangerous and, if not used properly, can cause irresponsible damage. Yeah, I say irresponsible. I'm going to assume it said irreparable. Irreversible, even. They went with irreversible. That was the I word they went for today. Right. Good morning, Mr. President. Just a short remark. We have just learned that your new secretary is pregnant with quadruplets. Wasn't me. And we're in the process of looking for a sustainable replacement. I apologise for the inconvenience. Yes, because it wasn't my fault. Anyway, this level of personal rotation is quite... okay. Gotcha. Need new secretary. Okay, that's the same one, just archived over there. We haven't got any traits right now, and it's asking us to go over to the project screen. So, welcome to the project tree. Here you can allot resources towards your issues of choice. Okay, gotcha. So, these are currently locked due to narrative path. We're going down the conflict route. So, not enough AP, not enough AP. We have to go for this one. We have to start with the first step and work our way forward. And then we go for the global domination plan in the end. But that's our project set up. We are ready to take on the world, but I think that's the end of our first day here in office. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back for more if I do, of course, record more. And I hope you all have a lovely night. Goodbye.